What's up, guys? It's Crispy76 back again with another video. Just like the last one, I don't really do videos like these often. I had a few things I wanted to talk about, but I didn't feel like making them all a separate video because I probably would have forgotten about them and then never did it. So I decided let's put them all together in this video. And I'm sorry if my voice is deeper or sounds hoarse because I've been so much pollen falling around here. Um, Makes my throat feel sore. So, first thing I wanted to touch up is what I want to see in Super Smash Brothers for the Nintendo Switch. I talked a little bit about it in the last video, but like I never really touched on everything I wanted in the next game. Um, what I'd really like to see come back is the story mode, because I remember playing Subspace Emissary in the Brawl, and I really loved that mode. It was one of my favorite parts of Smash Brothers. Um, like everything from the cutscenes, the gameplay, like all the iconic enemies coming back at you. It's so neat, and it's all one big story, and all these characters are all in this one universe. It's cool how it all comes together and makes something extraordinary. But then I was disappointed when they took it out in Smash for Wii U, because like they they were showing their potential in the trailers for all the new fighters for like Mega Man or Dillinger, or who else got a cool cinematic? Bowser Jr. But all that was wasted because they could have made some good cutscenes for the story mode. Um, and I'd also like to see, like, I have some ideas for some characters I want to come back, or new characters I want to make it into Smash. First, I'd love it if Snake came back. Snake was so much fun to play in Brawl. Again, like the story mode, I was disappointed when he was taken out in the Wii U version, and I love to see him back. And like, I think since Smash Brothers, he's had a few more games with a different look, so I'd love to see him with that new look. It'd be cool to play as him again in Smash Brothers. It'd be cool to see Wolf back as well. I didn't like how. Um, I might be wrong. I don't remember much of playing Wolf, but he felt kind of like a clone of Fox in some cases. So like they could rework him a bit, like change his final smash. Maybe that was the biggest clone right there, if I remember correctly. But it's been a while since I played Brawl, so don't hate me if I'm getting stuff wrong. Um, it's gonna sound a little controversial, but I'd like to see Frisk from it'd be cool to see Frisk from Undertale in Smash Brothers. Now people are saying they want like Sans and Papyrus in Smash, but to me, like, if any Undertale character should be playable in the game, it shouldn't be them. Like, they're cool, they're like the most popular characters, but they're not the main characters. And why introduce a franchise of Smash Brothers without using the main character as like the person representing your franchise? Like, they only had one Sonic the Hedgehog character in Smash that was playable, and that was of course Sonic. And that's fine for Smash Bros. Like, imagine it like this. Imagine putting Knuckles, but not any other Sonic character in Super Smash Brothers. It'd be weird. That's kind of what I'm getting at with like adding Sans, but not Frisk. What could happen is like if Frisk gets added, all the other characters, Sans, Papyrus, all of them would be like in the back, kind of like the Animal Crossing stage on like Snowdin or something, or maybe the ruins. I don't know, but and Frisk would make some good movesets and good alternate skins. Like Kara would make a great alternate skin. First of all, it would work kind of like Alf and Olimar, or all the Bowser Jr. alt skins. That's what I think would be cool. And the moveset would consist of like various items used in the game. Like the I'm my idea is that the down special would be the fight meter, and you have to time it up just right to land a good like finishing blow, just like in Undertale. That'd be really cool to me. You know, like being able to throw the stick and stuff, tough gloves, stuff like that. But that's just my opinion. That's all I really want to say for Smash Brothers. Now the next topic I wanted to talk about is Fortnite, and not like, oh, I'm gonna start doing more Fortnite videos, which I might if I can get it working, because OBS and I do not agree with each other sometimes. Because when I try and record Overwatch, it does not cooperate with me at all, and I have a pretty decent gaming computer. Um, it it's not trash at all, but like when I want to record games like Overwatch or even Sonic Forces, um, it would always be laggy, and like no other game really does. No other games do that besides like the big games like the Fortnite, Overwatch, like most of the Sonic games. Um, but like when I recorded Pizza Simulator, that was perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. But I don't know. But anyways, what I wanted to talk about was the problems I have with Fortnite. Now I play it, and I find it pretty enjoyable. And what happened is when I started playing it was when it was just starting to become popular. Then I got sick of it and uninstalled it, and then recently I've reinstalled it and came back and found out like, hey, this game's gotten a little better since last time I played it. But there's been some problems that haven't been resolved in Fortnite that are part of the reason I uninstalled in the first place. One of those reasons being the V-Bucks system. I hate it. There is like the one way you're able to win V-Bucks in game without spending any money at all is the most obnoxious system I have ever seen. Well, okay, well, I'm sure there's more obnoxious systems out there, but I don't like it. I don't. Now, I see where the developers are coming from with this. Like, everyone likes this game. Our most played mode is for free, so we gotta charge them somehow. So, I can see that, but like, I do something kind of like Overwatch did. Overwatch makes it so that you can easily get like one loot box at a time every level up. And then if you want to, you can buy like tons more at a time. But you're fine if you don't want to spend money. Fortnite, on the other hand, it's a lot harder to get V-Bucks if you don't spend any money. Like, don't buy the Battle Pass or don't buy excess V-Bucks. Now, like, and I'm not like poor. I'm not rich, but I'm not poor. And I just don't want to waste my money on some V-Bucks I'm going to spend in a second. And the Battle Pass, like, I I understand the Battle Pass at least, but it's very overpriced for like just the regular Battle Pass. It's one mode and more stuff you can earn. I honestly don't think that's worth like what was it, $40. I'd say 20 to $30 at most for just the standard edition. But it's not worth $40 for just a mode and some more ways to earn rewards. But that's not the only problem I had. Well, I'm okay. Well, hold on. I forgot to mention. Um, I had an idea, like on how the V-Bucks system could be improved. Like, keep everything they got right now, but you go and play a match. Like this is just for like this applies to solo right now. You go in, you place top 5, you get 50 V-Bucks, right? If you get number 1 and you win, 100 V-Bucks. That's it. That's how you gotta fix it. That's if someone has a better idea, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your idea, but that's what how I think the V-Bucks system could be fixed. Because right now it could honestly be better. It's not the worst, but it's definitely pretty bad. Another problem I had with it was the modes. The modes themselves are fun. Like I like them. But what happens is when Fortnite comes out with this a new mode that everyone loves, they make it a limited time only and then later take it out so no one can play it anymore until they put it back. Why do that? What's the goal in doing that? Like ugh. That this one, like, I understand the battle pass. I understand where they're coming from with the V-Bucks. I do not understand the modes at all. Why would you see people enjoy like 50v50 for example? 90% of the people I've asked about it loved 50v50 and are disappointed that it was removed. I honestly loved it too. It was a great mode. It was fun. But there was no point in taking it out. It was think of it from like imagine you're the developer. You make this new mode. Everyone loves it and it's bringing in more players. You don't take it out then. Why would you do that? And 20v20 or not 20 teams of 20 I'm pretty sure is ending today. Again, another fun mode. I personally enjoyed it. It's one of my favorite modes. Because I'm not like one of those. Oh, I got 49 solo wins in Fortnite. I'm the god of man. Like no, I just play for fun. I like Fortnite. I don't care if I win or lose. I just like playing with Fortnite with my friends. You know, I'll move this if y'all can hear that. But like teams of 20, I love playing with a team, and teams of 20 and 50v50 gave me that opportunity that I was waiting for, that really brings me joy. And like the one thing I enjoyed in Fortnite, like I didn't care for the solo matches. I didn't care, like duo and squad, they're all right. I can deal with those, but like 20v20, 50. I'm getting them mixed up. 50v50, 20 teams, they were great. So why take them out? It's the only logical thing to do when you add a new mode and people like it is keep it. Or else people are going to get angry at you for taking out that mode everyone likes and throwing it out the window. I highly doubt the Fortnite developers are going to see this video and listen to my side of it, but stuff goes around on YouTube. I'm not a popular channel. I doubt this will get anywhere. But if it does, if it happens to, I really pray that they listen to me. But I'm not the only one who thinks this too. Cause like I'm sure there's tons of other people who agree with me on at least modes. I'm sure people are willing to argue the V-Bucks system is fine, but you at least gotta agree with me on the modes. That's the big issue. They're both big issues. But I think that's all I really want to talk about on accounts of Fortnite. For these last two subjects, I kind of wanted to announce some things that I'm working on. Like if y'all are waiting for more content from me, this is like stuff I'm gonna be doing in the future. Firstly, I'm gonna be, if y'all remember the Little Nightmare song I announced like way back when, I'm sorry to say that I've officially lost all motivation for that song. Like, what happened is I was really hyped around Little Nightmares. I watched Markiplier's playthrough of it, and I really like this game. It is a good game. Um, I like the whole idea of it, and I thought, well, this was around the time there were like no songs for Little Nightmares, but then I thought, well, no one's done this yet, so how about I do it? It'd be pretty nice to write some music for this game. So I tried. Hardly, I hardly got any lyrics. I thought of a name though. It would have been called Shapes and Sizes. That's what I would have called it. That was going to be the title, but now I've lost interest and motivation in that song, and I'm not going to be continuing it anymore. But however, I have replaced it with a new song project that I am currently really motivated in, and I have lots of interest in it because this is one of my favorite games by far. Not many people have heard of this game, but if you play Fortnite, you've run into this game somewhere because it's by the same people. I'm making a song about Robo Recall. It's a virtual reality game where you fight off hordes of robots using pistols, shotguns, any weapon you can get a hold of, basically. I had tons of fun with that game. Like this thing right here. This this thing works wonders. Let me tell you. Um, yeah, Robo Recall is one of those games that like come free with the console or the play system. Just kind of like a tech demo, I want to say. But what Robo Recall did is went above the Call of Duty, and like when you see a game like that, it kind of lowers your expectations because like, oh, this came free with the Oculus, so it's not going to be that good. It's just going to be a decent game to show you what this thing's capable of. No, this game was like greater than anyone would have expected out of a tech demo game. I don't even consider it a tech demo. I can like Game Informer claimed that Robo Recall and one other game, I forgot what it was the best VR game of 2017, and I agree with that fully. I haven't run into a VR game that I've enjoyed more than Robo Recall, honestly. But this song is going to be called Total Recall, not correlating with the movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Um, I knew someone would have said something about it, so I'm gonna say that now. It has nothing to do with that movie. Um, it's gonna be like rock based, and I've got a chorus down, and now I'm working on more lyrics right now. I still gotta get an instrumental done, but once that's done, I'll publish it. See what y'all think. If if I'm happy with it and y'all are happy with it, I might do more. But till then, my only plans for songs is just this one. Um, and then the last thing I wanted to announce is that another project I'm working on, which I'm probably going to put more work into than the Rover Recall song. It's a multiplayer take on Five Nights at Freddy's. Now I know, like, oh, this game is dead. I want nothing to do with it. It's probably what you're thinking in your head, but I've been thinking about this for like a long time when I came up with the idea that how cool would it be to be able to play a multiplayer game similar to the likes of Friday the 13th, but in Five Nights at Freddy's. Like, this idea started with the idea of what if Friday the 13th had a mode based off of it. Then I thought, oh well, like unless like Lucasfilms or who was it? I forgot who made. It's not Lucasfilms. What am I saying? Who produced it? But that was just the first thing that popped in my head. But they'd have to agree with someone to make the game, but I don't see that happening soon. So I thought, well, hey, what other games could make good multiplayer horror games? And I thought, oh, Five Nights at Freddy's would be pretty cool, I guess. And then from that point on, like, I started thinking of like how the mechanics would work and such. Now I've developed a team, a great team. It's still gonna continue to grow, but right now the people on the team are great. They do excellent work, and the game's going great so far. Right now, I'm learning more stuff in Unreal Engine to be able to make this game a possibility. The game is going to release in separate builds. Build 1 is not going to have too extraordinary features. So, I just lost my train of thought. So don't set your hopes too high when the first release comes out, which I can't even put a due date on that yet. Like, it's going to take a long time for this game to be developed. So I'm not saying any release dates, but set your expectations low when it first comes out, because it's not going to be much, but it's later going to grow and grow and grow into something bigger. So like around like build, I don't know, 3 or 4. Excuse me. Expect a lot more around then. So, I mean, the game won't suck when build 1 comes out. At least that's not what we plan. But it's not going to be extraordinary, is what I'm saying. It's going to later evolve into an extraordinary game. And we're going to call it Five Nights at Freddy's Evil Never Dies. We have a Game Jolt page up for it right now. I'll put a link to that in the description. We have a few teasers there, a few concepts for what we want to, like, basically the idea of what we want to put in the game. And that's about it, I guess. That's all I really want to say for this video. So if you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe for more, check the link in the description if you want to check out Evil Never Dies. And don't ask me constantly for updates, like when's this coming out, when's that coming out. I'm just not gonna reply to them, because it gets to the point where like so many, like, even small channels like me, like, so many people ask at a time when you don't have an answer that it just gets obnoxious and you don't want to answer them. So please, for your sake, don't be asking those questions, because you'll be wasting your time. But I'll keep you guys informed on how progress on both projects are going. And that's all for the video. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.